Before anything else, pause. Before you think about what was lost, what failed, what hurt, pause. Before you measure time by mistakes or regrets, pause here. This moment is not accidental. You are standing at a threshold. A new year is opening, not just on a calendar, but in the spirit. 2026 is not approaching you empty. It is arriving with possibility, mercy, direction, and purpose. And before you step into it, God is inviting you to step with Him. If your heart feels heavy from the year behind you, stay. If your spirit longs for renewal, clarity, or peace, remain. This prayer is not rushed. This prayer is not shallow. This prayer is an altar. Before we continue, I gently invite you to subscribe to this channel and stay connected in prayer. Not for content, but for consistency. Not for routine, but for spiritual alignment. Walking into a new year with God changes everything. Now, breathe. Slowly, deeply. And as you breathe out, release 2025. Release expectations that were not fulfilled. Release prayers that felt unanswered. Release moments you replayed too many times in your mind. Let them go. Father, here I am, at the edge of a new season, not pretending I have everything figured out, not hiding what I feel, but coming honestly, humbly, fully. I do not enter 2026 alone. I do not step forward in my own strength. I come holding your hand. Lord, you have seen everything that led me here. Every quiet battle, every tear cried in secret, every time I tried again after disappointment. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was ignored. Nothing escaped your attention. So today, before a new year begins, I realign my heart with you. Father, I choose trust, not blind optimism, not denial of pain, but deep, steady trust. Trust that you are faithful. Trust that you are present. Trust that you are already working in what I cannot see yet. I declare that 2026 will not be defined by fear. It will not be shaped by past failure. It will not be governed by regret. It will be walked in faith. Lord, cleanse my heart from heaviness, from bitterness I carried too long, from disappointment that quietly shaped my expectations. Wash me, gently, completely. I refuse to drag old wounds into a new year. I refuse to carry yesterday's weight into tomorrow's promise. Father, I forgive, even when it still hurts. Even when I do not fully understand, even when the apology never came, I release it into your hands. Lord, I lay down my need to control outcomes. I surrender timelines. I surrender plans that no longer fit. I surrender versions of the future you never promised. I trust you to lead. As I step toward 2026, reorder my priorities. Refine my desires. Quiet the voices that confuse me. Teach me to recognize what truly matters. Father, I declare that 2026 will be a year of alignment. Alignment in my spirit. Alignment in my decisions. Alignment in my relationships. I will not rush where you ask me to wait. I will not remain where you are calling me forward. Lord, give me courage to start fresh, not pretending the past did not happen, but believing it no longer defines me. Your mercies are new. Your grace is sufficient. Your plans are still good. I step into this new year with humility, with expectancy, with faith. If this prayer is touching your heart right now, go to the comments and write Amen or I trust God with 2026 as a declaration of faith. And if you desire to walk into this new year covered in prayer and spiritual guidance, subscribe and stay connected. Father, As this prayer continues, I let my heart open wider before you, not guarded by past disappointment, not cautious because of former pain, but open, teachable, willing. This new year does not require perfection from me. It requires surrender. So I bring you the parts of my heart I tried to manage on my own, the questions I never voiced out loud, the fears I minimized, the hopes I buried to avoid disappointment. I place them all before you. Lord, I acknowledge that trust is built daily, not in one bold moment, but in many quiet choices. So today I choose trust again, not because I see everything clearly, but because I know you see everything completely. Father, I ask you to heal places inside me that still react to old seasons, moments where I brace for loss before joy arrives, moments where I expect disappointment before hope has a chance. Gently restore my expectations. I refuse to enter 2026 guarded by fear. I enter aware, but hopeful. Lord, teach me how to walk by faith when answers unfold slowly, when progress feels quiet, when growth is invisible. Help me remember that roots grow before fruit appears. Father, I declare that 2026 will be a year of spiritual maturity, not driven by emotion, not shaken by circumstance, but grounded in truth. I will not measure my life only by outcomes. I will measure it by obedience. Lord, reorder my inner world. Align my thoughts with truth. Replace anxious patterns with steady peace. When uncertainty rises, remind me that you are constant. When fear whispers, remind me that you are faithful. Father, I surrender my expectations about how this year should look. I surrender comparisons. I surrender timelines influenced by others. I accept your pace for my life. Lord, teach me to recognize open doors without forcing them. Teach me to release closed doors without resentment. I trust that you do not withhold good things. You protect me from what I am not meant to carry. Father, I declare that my steps in 2026 will be guided, not rushed, not delayed, but ordered. I will not miss what you have prepared. I will not arrive early. I will not arrive late. I arrive aligned. Lord, strengthen my faith for moments when obedience costs comfort, when following you requires patience, when growth requires letting go. I choose you over familiarity. I choose faith over control. I choose obedience over ease. Father, let my confidence in this new year be quiet and steady, not loud, not reactive, but rooted. Even when outcomes surprise me, even when plans shift, I remain at peace. Because you are leading, I trust you with my days. I trust you with my decisions. I trust you with my future. If this prayer is strengthening your heart, take a moment to write Amen or I trust God with my future in the comments as a declaration of faith. And if you desire to continue walking into 2026 grounded in prayer and truth, subscribe and stay connected. Father, I slow my thoughts and steady my heart as this prayer continues. I choose to be fully present with you, not distracted by what might happen next, not pulled backward by what has already passed. This moment matters. Lord, I bring before you the quiet fears I rarely name, the fear of making the wrong choice, the fear of falling behind, the fear of stepping forward and still being misunderstood. I place them in your hands. I acknowledge that fear often disguises itself as caution. But you have not called me to live guarded by fear. You have called me to walk guided by faith. Father, teach me to recognize your voice above all others, above my own doubts, above outside opinions, above pressure that demands immediate answers. Let your voice be clear, steady, unmistakable. Lord, I declare that in 2026, I will not be driven by urgency that is not from you. I will not rush decisions just to feel relief. I will not settle for clarity that lacks peace. I choose discernment over speed. Father, heal the places in my heart that learned to expect loss. Where hope became cautious, where trust became conditional. Restore my ability to believe without bracing for disappointment. I declare that hope is safe again in your presence. Lord, I surrender the need to understand everything before obeying. I surrender the demand for guarantees before trusting. I remember that faith often walks first, and understanding follows later. Father, I ask you to refine my character in this new year, not just my circumstances, not just my achievements. Shape how I respond, shape how I listen, shape how I wait. I declare that patience will not frustrate me in 2026. It will strengthen me. Lord, I speak to my identity now. I am not behind. I am not forgotten. I am not overlooked. I am seen. I am known. I am led. Father, I release the pressure to compare my journey with others. I release timelines that did not come from you. I release expectations shaped by noise instead of truth. I embrace the path you designed for me. Lord, I declare that obedience will be my anchor in 2026, even when outcomes are unclear, even when progress feels slow. I trust that you honor faithfulness more than speed. Father, I ask for clarity where confusion once lived, for peace where anxiety once ruled, for confidence where hesitation once lingered. I do not need to see the entire road. I only need to follow the light you give. Lord, I step forward into this new year aware that you walk with me, not behind me, not far ahead, but beside me. And because of that, I am not afraid. If this prayer is speaking to your heart right now, take a moment and write Amen, or I walk by faith in 2026 in the comments as a declaration. And if you want to continue entering this new year grounded in prayer and trust, subscribe and stay connected. Father, I remain still before you, allowing your peace to settle deeper, not rushing this moment, not skimming the surface, but letting truth reach the places words rarely touch. As this new year approaches, I acknowledge that transition can feel both hopeful and uncertain. Hopeful because something new is possible. Uncertain because I do not yet see the full picture. And still, I choose faith. Lord, I bring before you the weight of responsibility I have been carrying. Responsibilities I accepted out of fear, out of pressure, out of the need to please. I lay them down now. Teach me the difference between what you assigned and what I picked up on my own. Father, free my heart from guilt that no longer serves a purpose, from shame that speaks louder than grace, from self-judgment that keeps me stuck in old patterns. I declare that grace will lead me into 2026, not condemnation, not regret. Lord, help me to see myself the way you see me, not defined by mistakes, not limited by past choices, but renewed by mercy. I accept that growth takes time, that healing is often gradual, that transformation unfolds layer by layer. And I am willing to walk that process with you. Father, I surrender my need for immediate clarity. I surrender the pressure to have everything figured out before I move. I trust you to guide me one step at a time. Lord, I declare that 2026 will be a year of learning to listen more closely, learning to respond more gently, learning to trust more deeply. I will not resist the lessons that shape me. I will not despise small beginnings. Father, Teach me to honor progress that is not visible, faith that is strengthening, peace that is growing quietly, confidence that is becoming rooted. I choose consistency over intensity, faithfulness over speed. Lord, I declare that in this new year, my heart will remain soft, open to correction, open to growth, open to your leading. I will not harden my heart because of disappointment. I will not close myself off to protect from pain. I choose trust. Father, I ask you to bless my steps with wisdom. Wisdom in decisions, wisdom in relationships, wisdom in moments when silence is better than words. I trust you to speak when I need direction and to be present when I need reassurance. Lord, I step forward into 2026 aware that I'm not carrying this year alone. You are with me. You are guiding me. You are faithful. And that is enough. If this prayer is grounding your heart right now, take a moment to write Amen or I trust God with this new season in the comments as a declaration of faith. And if you want to continue entering 2026 grounded in prayer and truth, subscribe and stay connected. Father, I allow this prayer to go deeper than words, deeper than intention, deeper than routine. I recognize that starting fresh is not about erasing the past. It is about redeeming it. So I bring you the memories that still influence how I move forward. Moments that shaped my caution. Experiences that taught me to hold back. I place them in your care. Lord, I declare that I will not let past seasons dictate my posture in this new year. I will not assume loss before joy appears. I will not expect failure before opportunity has a chance. I choose to hope again. Father, teach me how to walk forward without armor made of fear. Armor that once protected me, but now restricts my movement. Remove what no longer serves my growth. Lord, I ask you to strengthen my trust in quiet ways, not through dramatic signs, but through steady assurance. When nothing feels urgent, remind me you are still working. When progress feels slow, remind me that roots are growing. Father, I declare that in 2026, I will not rush transformation. I will allow you to do deep work, not just visible change. Shape my habits, shape my thinking, shape my responses. I want growth that lasts. Lord, I surrender the urge to control how healing unfolds. I surrender the expectation that progress should look a certain way. I trust your timing with my heart. Father, I declare that peace will be my anchor this year. Not the absence of challenge, but the presence of trust. When uncertainty arises, I lean into you. When questions remain, I stay grounded. Lord, help me to remain faithful in ordinary moments, in days that feel routine, in progress that feels quiet. I know consistency builds strength. Father, I speak blessing over my inner life now, over my thoughts, over my emotions, over my sense of direction. Let clarity continue to grow. Let confidence continue to settle. I declare that I will not abandon myself in 2026. I will not ignore my limits. I will not silence my need for rest. I will walk wisely. Lord, I thank you because you are patient with my process. You are gentle with my questions. You are faithful in my uncertainty. I step forward knowing you are not demanding perfection, only surrender, and that I can give. If this prayer is speaking to your heart, take a moment to write Amen, or I choose faith in 2026 in the comments as a declaration. And if you want to continue walking into this new year grounded in prayer and trust, subscribe and stay connected. Father, I stay here with you, allowing renewal to reach places I did not know were tired. not just the obvious places, but the quiet corners of my heart. The places where I learned to keep going without resting. The places where I smiled while carrying weight. The places where I told myself I was fine, even when I was not. I bring them to you now. Lord, I acknowledge that a new year does not automatically bring renewal. Renewal comes from surrender, from honesty, from letting you touch what I tried to manage alone. So I stopped pretending. I stopped minimizing. I stopped carrying what I was never meant to hold. Father, restore my strength from the inside out. Not strength driven by pressure, but strength rooted in peace. Teach me to move through this new year without exhaustion in my soul. Teach me to recognize when rest is obedience, not weakness. Lord, I declare that in 2026, I will listen to my spirit before I push my limits. I will honor the signals you place within me. I will not sacrifice my well-being to meet expectations you never set. I choose wisdom. Father, renew my mind where negative patterns have lingered, where self-doubt became familiar, where critical thoughts repeated themselves quietly. Replace them with truth, with grace, with clarity. I declare that my thoughts will no longer sabotage my faith. They will support it. Lord, help me to see rest as sacred, not as wasted time, but as preparation. When I pause, you work. When I wait, you align. When I rest, you strengthen. Father, I release the pressure to always be productive, to always be strong, to always have answers. I accept that dependence on you is not failure. It is design. Lord, I declare that my pace in 2026 will be sustainable, not rushed by comparison, not driven by fear of falling behind. I trust you to set the rhythm of my days. Father, I bless my body now. Strength where fatigue has lingered. Balance where stress has accumulated. Health where tension has settled. I receive renewal, quietly, gently. Lord, I thank you because you do not rush my healing. You do not pressure my growth. You walk with me patiently. I step forward into this new year aware that renewal is ongoing. Not a moment, but a journey. And you are with me in every step. If this prayer is bringing rest to your heart right now, take a moment to write Amen or I receive renewal in 2026 in the comments as a declaration of faith. And if you want to continue walking into this new year grounded in prayer and restoration, subscribe and stay connected. Father, I lean into this moment with greater awareness. Awareness that balance is not accidental. It is cultivated. I acknowledge that in past seasons, I allowed extremes to guide me, pushing too hard or holding back too much. And today, I ask you to teach me the way of balance. Lord, show me how to move forward without neglecting my inner life, how to pursue purpose without losing peace, how to grow without burning out. I want alignment, not overload. Father, I declare that in 2026, my priorities will become clearer. What truly matters will rise. What drains without purpose will fall away. I will not confuse urgency with importance. I will not allow noise to drown out discernment. Lord, sharpen my spiritual sensitivity. Help me to recognize when to act and when to wait, when to speak, and when silence carries more wisdom. Father, I release the need to prove myself, to validate my worth through productivity, to measure my value by output. I receive identity rooted in you alone. Lord, establish emotional balance within me. Stability when circumstances shift. Calm when outcomes are uncertain. I declare that my peace will not depend on how quickly things resolve, but on how deeply I trust. Father, I choose faith that is steady, not dramatic, not reactive. Faith that remains when answers are delayed. Faith that holds when emotions fluctuate. Lord, I ask you to guard my heart from comparison, from measuring my journey against someone else's timing, from rushing what you are still shaping. I trust the process you designed specifically for me. Father, let my confidence be quiet, but firm. Not loud, not forced, but anchored. I declare that I will walk into 2026 grounded, centered, and guided. Not anxious about the unknown, not intimidated by change, because you go before me. Lord, I thank you for the balance you are establishing in my life. Balance that protects my peace. Balance that strengthens my faith. I receive it now, with gratitude. If this prayer is helping you feel grounded and centered, take a moment to write Amen or I choose balance in 2026 in the comments as a declaration. And if you want to keep walking into this new year with clarity and peace, subscribe and stay connected. Father, I breathe deeply into this moment, allowing trust to mature within me. Not a fragile trust, but one that has been tested and refined. I acknowledge that stability is built over time, through repetition, through surrender, through choosing faith again and again. Lord, I thank you for the quiet confidence you are forming in me. Confidence that does not need constant reassurance. Confidence that stands even when outcomes remain unclear. I declare that in 2026 my faith will not be shaken by uncertainty. I will not panic when answers are delayed. I will not retreat when progress feels slow. Father, teach me to remain anchored when emotions fluctuate, to respond with wisdom rather than impulse, to trust you even when I feel vulnerable. I choose steadiness. Lord, I ask you to strengthen my inner foundation, so that when external pressure increases, my spirit remains calm. I declare emotional stability over my life, not numbness, but healthy balance, joy that is sincere, peace that is resilient. Father, I release reactions rooted in fear, old defense mechanisms, patterns formed in survival seasons. I receive new responses shaped by trust. Lord, I declare that my confidence in 2026 will be rooted in truth, not circumstances, not opinions, not outcomes. I know who you are, and I know you are with me. Father, help me to walk through change without losing myself, to adapt without anxiety, to move forward without hesitation. I trust your presence more than I trust my understanding. Lord, I declare that fear will no longer dominate my decisions, that insecurity will not dictate my steps, that peace will guide my choices. I walk forward steady, grounded, confident. Father, I thank you because you are forming maturity within me, not overnight, but faithfully, and I welcome that growth. If this prayer is strengthening your heart right now, take a moment to write Amen or I trust God with my future in the comments as a declaration of faith. And if you want to continue walking into 2026 grounded, steady, and confident, subscribe and stay connected. Father, I settle even deeper into trust. Not the kind that depends on how things look, but the kind that remains when nothing makes sense yet. I acknowledge that true security is not found in control. It is found in surrender. Lord, I release the need to predict outcomes, to anticipate every possibility, to prepare for every scenario. I place my future in your hands. Father, I declare that in 2026, I will not live driven by fear of the unknown. I will not allow uncertainty to steal my peace. I will not let tomorrow's questions interrupt today's grace. I trust you with what I cannot see. Lord, establish spiritual security within me, confidence that you are consistent, assurance that you are faithful, peace that does not collapse under pressure. I anchor my soul in you, Father. When circumstances shift unexpectedly, when plans change without warning, when outcomes surprise me, I will remain steady, not because I understand everything, but because I trust you completely. Lord, I declare that my faith will not be reactive. It will be rooted, grounded, firm. I will not allow temporary emotions to override eternal truth. Father, I ask you to quiet every anxious thought that tries to rise, every inner voice that questions your goodness, every memory that suggests disappointment is inevitable. Replace them with confidence. Lord, I declare that my identity is secure, my calling is secure, my future is secure. Not because of my performance, but because of your promises. Father, teach me to rest even when answers are delayed, to wait without frustration, to trust without pressure. I choose patience shaped by faith. Lord, I declare that in 2026, I will not abandon peace to chase certainty. I will not sacrifice stability to gain control. I choose trust over tension. Father, I thank you because you are steady when life feels unpredictable. You are faithful when emotions fluctuate. You are present when clarity has not yet arrived. And that is enough for me. If this prayer is strengthening your sense of peace and security right now, take a moment to write Amen or My trust is in God in the comments as a declaration. And if you want to keep walking into 2026 with confidence, peace, and steady faith, subscribe and stay connected. Father, as I move into this next part of prayer, I sense a deeper invitation. An invitation not just to trust you, but to fully rely on you. I acknowledge that trust grows deeper when comfort is removed, when certainty fades, when I must lean on you instead of my own understanding. And here I am. Lord, I recognize that many of my fears are rooted in the desire to control outcomes, to protect myself from disappointment, to avoid pain before it appears. But control has never brought me peace. So today, I release it. Father, I surrender the illusion that I must manage everything to be safe. I surrender the belief that rest means irresponsibility. I surrender the fear that letting go will cause things to fall apart. I trust you to hold what I release. Lord, I declare that 2026 will not be a year ruled by anxiety. It will not be a year dominated by stress. It will not be shaped by constant worry about what could go wrong. I choose a different posture. Father, I choose surrender over strain, faith over fear, peace over pressure. Teach me how to rely on you daily, not only when things feel heavy, but even when life feels calm. Lord, deepen my dependence on you, not dependence born of desperation, but dependence rooted in relationship. I want to trust you not because I am afraid, but because I know you. Father, I declare that my strength in 2026 will come from intimacy with you, from quiet moments, from stillness, from listening more than striving. I will not confuse busyness with purpose. Lord, help me to discern when to act and when to wait, when to move forward boldly, and when stillness is obedience. Father, I ask you to teach me the language of trust, to recognize your guidance beyond logic, to hear your voice beneath the noise. I declare that I will not rush decisions out of impatience. I will not react emotionally when clarity has not yet arrived. I will wait with confidence. Lord, I surrender the need for instant answers. I surrender timelines I created out of pressure. I surrender expectations shaped by comparison. I accept your pace. Father, I declare that 2026 will refine my trust, not weaken it, not test it beyond measure, but strengthen it through consistency. I will learn to trust you when outcomes are unclear, when results are delayed, when progress feels invisible, and still, I will remain faithful. Father, I thank you because you are trustworthy, even when life feels uncertain. You are consistent even when circumstances shift. You are faithful even when emotions fluctuate. I rest in that truth. If this prayer is resonating with your heart right now, take a moment to write Amen or I surrender control to God in the comments. And if you want to continue walking through 2026 with deeper trust and peace, subscribe and stay connected. Father, I step further into dependence on you, not dependence born from fear, but dependence shaped by trust. I acknowledge that daily surrender is not dramatic. It is quiet. It is consistent. It is choosing you again and again. Lord, teach me how to rely on you in ordinary moments, when decisions feel small, when days feel repetitive, when progress feels subtle. I want faith that lives in the everyday. Father, I release the habit of carrying tomorrow's worries into today. I let go of mental rehearsals that steal my peace. I refuse to live ahead of your grace. You are present here, and here is enough. Lord, help me to practice trust in real time. When plans shift unexpectedly, when conversations feel difficult, when emotions rise without warning, I choose to pause, to breathe, to remember you are with me. Father, I declare that in 2026 I will not panic under pressure. I will not rush decisions to escape discomfort. I will not abandon wisdom for relief. I trust you in the tension. Lord, guide my responses, shape my reactions, align my choices with your peace. I want my faith to be visible in how I live, not only in what I say. Father, I surrender my need for validation, the desire to be understood by everyone, the pressure to explain myself constantly. I rest in your approval. Lord, help me to walk in obedience even when affirmation is absent, even when progress is unseen, even when obedience feels costly. I trust that you see. Father, I declare that my faith in 2026 will be practical, expressed in patience, lived out in kindness, revealed through consistency. I will not wait for perfect conditions to trust you. I trust you now. Lord, I ask you to establish rhythms of surrender in my life, moments of reflection, moments of prayer, moments of stillness. I want space for you to lead. Father, I thank you because you meet me in daily dependence. You strengthen me quietly. You guide me gently. And I am learning to rely on you more each day. If this prayer is helping you practice daily trust, take a moment to write Amen or I depend on God daily in the comments. And if you want to continue walking through 2026 with steady faith and surrender, subscribe and stay connected. Father, I move deeper into trust that is lived, not just spoken. Trust that shows up in my choices. Trust that shapes how I respond to life. I acknowledge that faith is revealed most clearly in moments that test patience, moments that challenge understanding, moments where obedience costs comfort. And still, I choose you. Lord, help me to trust you when obedience feels inconvenient, when it requires letting go, when it asks me to move without full clarity. I declare that I will not delay obedience, waiting for certainty. Father, I surrender my need to understand everything before acting. I release the desire to feel ready before I move. I trust you to meet me in motion. Lord, guide my steps in practical ways. how I speak, how I listen, how I respond under pressure. Let my faith be visible in my conduct. Father, I declare that in 2026 my obedience will not be partial. It will not be selective. It will not be conditional. I choose obedience rooted in trust. Lord, teach me to recognize when hesitation is rooted in fear, not wisdom. Give me discernment to know the difference. Father, I ask you to strengthen my courage. Courage to choose what is right even when it is uncomfortable. Courage to follow your leading even when others do not understand. I trust your direction. Lord, I declare that my faith will not remain theoretical. It will be applied, lived out, practiced daily. I will forgive when it feels difficult. I will wait when I want to rush. I will speak truth with grace. Father, help me to remain faithful in unseen obedience, in choices no one applauds, in faithfulness no one recognizes. I know you see. Lord, I release the pressure to perform spiritually. I release comparison. I release expectations shaped by others. I follow you, not a standard set by people. Father, I declare that my walk in 2026 will be consistent. Not perfect, but sincere. I will get up when I fall. I will return when I wander. I will remain when things feel hard. Lord, I thank you because you honor faithful obedience. You strengthen those who trust you in action. You guide those who follow your voice. And I choose to follow. If this prayer is encouraging you to live out your faith, take a moment to write Amen or I choose obedience in 2026 in the comments. And if you want to continue walking this journey of practical faith, subscribe and stay connected. Father, as this prayer comes to its final moments, I pause in reverence. Not because the journey ends here, but because something new has already begun. I recognize that what was spoken in faith does not return empty. What was surrendered does not remain lost. What was placed in your hands is now secure. Lord, I step into 2026 with a settled heart, not because I know everything that awaits me, but because I know you go before me. I declare that fear no longer defines my posture, that anxiety no longer dictates my decisions, that doubt no longer has authority over my future. I walk forward in faith. Father, I receive this new year as a gift, not as pressure, not as a test I must survive, but as a season I am invited to walk through with you. I release the past without resentment. I embrace the present without fear. I trust the future without conditions. Lord, I declare that in 2026 I will walk with clarity. Not perfect clarity, but enough light for each step. I will not demand answers before obedience. I will not rush your process. I will not abandon peace to gain control. I trust you completely. Father, I bless the work you are doing beneath the surface, the growth I cannot yet see, the strength still forming, the wisdom still settling. I trust that what is hidden now will bear fruit later. Lord, I declare that my life will reflect steady faith, faith that endures, faith that remains, faith that does not collapse when circumstances shift. I choose consistency. I choose trust. I choose you. Father, I thank you for walking with me through this prayer, for meeting me in honesty, for strengthening me in surrender, for guiding me into what comes next. As I step forward, I do not go alone. You are with me. You are for me. You are faithful. And that is enough. I seal every word spoken here with gratitude and confidence, knowing that you are already at work in 2026, aligning, preparing, leading. In Jesus' name, amen. If this prayer marked your heart, write Amen or I trust God with 2026 in the comments as a declaration of faith. Subscribe to the channel for daily prayers that will walk with you through this new season. And share this prayer with someone who needs to start fresh with faith and peace.